Yo, what's good, man? Welcome back to the channel. Yo, we just gonna talk real quick about the boy Shannon Sharpe. See what he got going on, man. Like and subscribe. Welcome back. He got a lot going on. I mean, right now it looked like the end of his career from $100 million deal going down this week, this month, next month to literally losing everything, and that's a fact because I'm gonna play some audio and you'll get to see what's going on. This is Shannon Sharpe talking to the young lady that he was in issue with. Let's see what's going on.
Well, you're coming to LA tomorrow?
Yes.
Well, I don't know why you want to go out.
Don't worry about it, Daddy.
Well, okay.
Okay, what?
Well, I'm not really interested in getting choked, so I guess we're going.
Yeah, I might choke you in public. Big black guy choke small white woman.
It's not a good look, Shannon.
Not a good look that you did what you did to me.
Okay, well,
Well, what? Well, what, Gabby?
So as you can see, the boy got some problems, and the way he talking to her, he got no give a hell. You could tell that that's a personal relationship, and he don't give a damn what he say no more. He pissed off. She crossed the line, and you know what he's meaning. Basically, he's saying that she bust him out and embarrassed him in the public, and so now he cannot. He don't have no cover up for her no more. It's like you funky BIT, and he pissed. Imagine that you so rich, you so famous, you so successful that they want to give you millions of dollars off of your brand. And it's literally like generational wealth. You just go do the same thing you've been doing. Sit up, talk, interview. It's a basic, easy life. You can probably do less episodes because now you got the money. They're going to give you the big interviews. You probably be interviewing the presidents and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, but they could easily take that from you too. And then to find out that she's a white woman, oh my God. I mean, this dude is from the South and he should have known better. This is an actual white girl, man. You are going down because they're going to make sure they push it all the way through. And then the fact that he actually has a conversational relationship with her. You talking to her on the phone, you having some verbal interaction with her. So that makes it known that you know her. So now we got to figure out is what she's saying the truth. But then here you go angry at her. You pissed off. And then you revealing what the fuck is the truth. Now we don't even have to speculate no more. We don't even have to wonder. It's an actual fact that you mad at her. That's your ex-girlfriend for however level you knew her. And now you pissed off. She could have stole something. She could have said something. She could have posted something. But you pissed off. And we don't know all the semantics of what actually happened. But at the end of the day, you yelling and arguing with some girl that's 36 years younger than you. She 20, 19. You 56. What the nigga is almost granddaddy status. That's definitely pops. You definitely dad. I mean, come on, 30 something, you had a baby. I bet that's the kid. How you attracted to that? And I'm like, you work at all these major companies, man, all these major brands. This is your job. You at ESPN, you at Fox, you at all these major companies. They want to interview you. You're a celebrity. You got brand deals. You don't see no fine chicks with money. You don't see no billionaire beauties. All you see is little short young chicks with nothing. Who you got to pay for them to actually move around the city. You got it's all on you. She ain't got no money. She ain't got no damn job. She too young. So it's just crazy. But let's see what his lawyer got to say because his lawyer actually is responding to people question this scenario. So let's see what his lawyer got to say. His lawyer might be talking some real. You never know. Let's see what the lawyer got to say. Let me click this. All right, lawyer time.
Yes, there was a settlement offer made by Mr. Sharpe I will only generally say to you that it was in the tens of millions of dollars demanded by the plaintiff in return for her silence. That's under any definition commonly understood. That is blackmail. And Mr. Sharpe was willing to pay an amount in the tens of millions of dollars, but no final agreement could be reached. And we thought we were still in the middle of discussions when, without warning, the mediator, who's a retired judge, ourselves as lawyers, without any prior warning, still thinking that we were close to a final agreement, the plaintiff and her lawyer from Houston filed a case in Texas publicly accusing my client of lies and willful, harmful lies by using the rape word when it was she knows, 100% knows, and the evidence will show that she knew that this was entirely consensual. So we were of the belief on our side that we had an agreement without any warning. Not even the mediator, who is a retired judge, was given a warning out of courtesy. This case was filed and the public charges went throughout the media before we even knew that the discussions were over and the case had been filed.
Mr. Davis, last Friday, Front Office Sports reported Mr. Sharpe was in line for a $100 million deal for his podcast. On Sunday, the lawsuit was filed. Is there a timing issue here?
This is one of those two facts line up one after the other where everyone can draw their own reasonable inference. So I have a reasonable inference. It's my reasonable inference. Others might disagree that they're very related, that this plaintiff was looking for money. What she does on OnlyFans was for money in role-playing and virtual fantasy with men who pay her. At the end of the relationship, it's not known yet, but it is a fact that the plaintiff started to charge Mr. Sharpe money, so the relationship became transactional. This is who she is by the facts. I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm just describing two facts, that she charged him money or asked for money. She's on OnlyFans and charges people money to do role-playing, and that for that reason, I'm going to let the inference be decided by everybody that her knowledge that Mr. Sharpe was about to receive a very lucrative contract based upon his talent and his abilities, and he's extremely capable on television and very knowledgeable, not only as a great former professional athlete, but I believe as a very credible and likable television presentation, that he has great value in his podcast and his positions on television. She knew that, took advantage of it, and I have described this in my opinion, it's my opinion only, that this is classic definition of blackmail, especially when you know the party you're blackmailing is about to be making a lot of money. In my opinion, that gives the greatest leverage to a blackmailer, and I believe there's a reasonable inference that one led to the other. Others might disagree. I'm sure Mr. Busby would make his own argument that this is not blackmail and that this is reasonable and that there's nothing to do with Mr. Sharpe's sudden announcement by somebody else, not by him, about a lucrative contract, had nothing to do with the plaintiff suddenly deciding to break off negotiation after she was offered tens of millions of dollars and suddenly to file a lawsuit. And why she did that and why her lawyer did that is up to them to explain.
The next question is coming from Edward Lewis from TMZ. I just want to be clear, Mr. Sharpe did make his accuser an offer in the tens of millions of dollars range, correct?
In the multiple of 10, that's all I'm willing to say at this point. But yes, the answer is yes, in multiples of 10 million, more than 10 million. I'd like to condition my last answer as I was not in the room for the mediation effort. It is possible it is only 10 million as the last offer. So I'll at least say at least 10 million, subject to my confirming whether there were any numbers exchanged higher than 10 million. So let me correct what I said, that it's at least a $10 million offer that had been made and that they walked away.
That lets you know that this dude is stupid rich. If you could offer a stranger over $10 million or close to $10 million for them having information on you and they are a complete stranger, then you just richer than rich. And then you so rich that you don't even understand how rich you are. Who want to go up and wake up one day and write a check for $10 million for a complete stranger, or a check that you've been knowing for less than a year, or less than 5 years, less than 10 years? You don't really have no leverage. You ain't got no kids with her. You ain't got nothing with her. You don't even know her family. You ain't been in no family reunions. She ain't did no, you ain't been sick and she came to the hospital. Like, it's no real reason for you to be giving somebody $10 million when you got family members who got ideas for businesses, or even people looking at you to invest in this, that, and the third, or even you got bills that's high end lifestyle you living with, homes in different states and countries. And now somebody talking about you got to pay them some money in order for them to be happy. What? Man, it's next level crazy. I wouldn't know what to think or what to say. But I don't think he's that intellectually sound, if you ask me. I think he's just one of them dudes that just know how to just get money. He's really like a hard worker. He like a grinder. But when it comes to the streets and common sense and girls, he kind of a little shaky on that. And he can make these mistakes because he ain't even talking to nobody. Like, anybody that give you the game, if you let somebody talk to you. Not that, I ain't saying me, I'm just saying somebody in your world, somebody you know. Maybe it's somebody older, maybe it's somebody younger, maybe it's a family member, maybe it's a crew worker, and give you some game, because that's what he really missing. He don't have no game. You mess around and mess with some girl who ain't got nothing to lose, and you make this person somebody be in your circle, and you got everything to lose. It just don't add up. But old girl Monique gave him some advice. Let me see if I could play that advice that Monique gave him a while ago. And she talked to him about the significance of him finding somebody that's more his speed versus him just being with any other chick or whatever, just because she fine or just because she young or whatever. So let's see if we can play that real quick.
Let me tell you what my baby need. He need him an old fat gal who can bake good cakes, make some smothered turkey wings, who gonna rub his feet at the nighttime, okay, and gonna have a sip of his cognac to make him feel better about himself when he come home at night. That's what Shannon need. You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl. I know. This is your auntie talking to you. Take your get your old out there that can love you old. You trying to hang out with these young. And you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it. When they want you to go for the fourth round, you looking at her like, listen, I need you want some money to go to Starbucks? Yeah, because I can't go no further. But if you get your older girl, when you get to that fourth round, she's going to say, hold on. Let me go get you some eggs and cheese and some toast with apple butter, because that's going to get your energy back up. I'm talking right to you. So he thought I was going to be scared. Yes, I'm talking. And I know old gal should be good to.
Yeah. So that just give you a little insight right there about what she was saying in her regard about him messing with somebody more his speed, and that's sometimes how you got to think. You know what I'm saying? Because you messing with a girl that's a little bit more fast paced than you. Shit, OnlyFans girl, she ain't even your culture. You got it's mysterious. It's got some mystique to it. It might even be fun if she the right personality. But you got a real $1 million, and you got a real mansions. You got really a big name and a real famous face. So you can't move like that. You know what I'm saying? You probably need to go back to your high school and get your high school sweetheart, somebody that got some history with you, because nobody gonna love you no more. Nobody gonna be genuine. It's just, we all heard the stories, and he actually living with that and dealing with that right now, and it's kind of crazy because that's a lot of money to throw away over some stupid relationship with a freaking stranger. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who you don't really know like that. And then you see she maniacal, because it's the same idea of you gave her something, which is your time. You know, she gave you something, which is her coochie. So now she won't pay back. And a lot of girls think like that. You know, they don't think in the mindset of, oh, it's cool.